Benito Mussolini announces his invasion of Ethiopia. Black shirts of revolution, men and women of all Italy, Italians all over the world, beyond the mountains, beyond the seas, listen. A solemn hour is about to strike in the history of the country. 20 million Italians are at this moment gathered in the squares of all Italy. It is the greatest demonstration that human history records. 20 millions, one heart alone, one will alone, one decision. This manifestation signifies that the tie between Italy and fascism is perfect, absolute, unalterable. Only brains softened by puerile illusions, by sheer ignorance, can think differently, because they do not know what exactly is the fascist Italy of 1935. For many months, the wheel of destiny and of the impulse of our calm determination moved towards the goal. In these last hours, the rhythm has increased, and nothing can stop it now. It is not only an army marching towards its goal, but it is 44 million Italians marching in unity behind this army, because the blackest of injustices is being attempted against them, that of taking them from their place in the sun. When in 1915 Italy threw in her fate with that of the Allies, how many cries of admiration, how many promises were heard. But after the common victory, which cost Italy 600,000 dead, 400,000 lost, 1 million wounded, when peace was being discussed around the table, only the crumbs of a rich colonial booty were left for us to pick up. For 13 years we have been patient while the circle tightened around us at the hands of those who wished to suffocate us. We have been patient with Ethiopia for 40 years. It is enough now. The League of Nations, instead of recognizing the rights of Italy, dares talk of sanctions, but until there is proof of the contrary, I refuse to believe that the authentic people of France will join in supporting sanctions against Italy. 600,000 dead whose devotion was so heroic that the enemy commander justly admired them. Those fallen would now turn in their graves. And until there is proof to the contrary, I refuse to believe that the authentic people of Britain would want to spill blood and send Europe into a catastrophe for the sake of a barbarian country, unworthy of ranking among civilized nations. Nevertheless, we cannot afford to overlook the possible developments of tomorrow. To economic sanctions we shall answer with our discipline, our spirit of sacrifice, our obedience. To military sanctions we shall answer with military measures. To acts of war we shall answer with acts of war. A people worthy of their past and their name cannot and never will take a different stand. Let me repeat, in the most categorical manner, that the sacred pledge which I make at this moment before all the Italians gathered together today is that I shall do everything in my power to prevent a colonial conflict from taking place on the aspect and weight of a European war. This conflict may be attractive to certain minds which hope to avenge their disintegrated temples through this new catastrophe. Never, as at this historical hour, have the people of Italy revealed such force of character, and it is against this people to which mankind owes its greatest conquest, this people of heroes, of poets and saints, of navigators, of colonizers, that the world dares threaten sanctions. Italy, Italy, entirely and universally fascist, the Italy of the black shirt revolution, rise to your feet. Let the cry of your determination rise to the skies. Rise to the skies and reach our soldiers in East Africa. Let it be a comfort to those who are about to fight. Let it be an encouragement to our friends and a warning to our enemies. It is the cry of Italy which goes beyond the mountains and the seas out into the great world. It is the cry of justice and of victory.